Good evening. I'm A. Sai Chaitanya, and I'm going to do a code walkthrough for my project Prep Academy that we did as part of web programming. So this is the home page of the website, and let me show you the code base. So this is the code base of the project. So this project has been done with using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Flask as a backend framework. So uh, let me show you how the code looks like. So this is the code for the website. So as Flask basically works using the concept of templates, whereby we store the HTML pages as templates, and the templates are like variables where you can uh, override the template with whatever the information that you want, and that helps us create dynamic websites pretty easily. And let me show you some Python files. Main.py is the main file that controls the entire backend of the project, and then there is a file test which again controls the has the information about creation of the database and all. So this is a database already exists for the project, which contains the registered numbers of the students, the passwords, and the usernames. So these are something that this is something that we have or the database has already been created, so new students cannot register to it as of yet. They need we have already given the username and passwords to the students who are part of the course, so new students can't register to it as of yet, but that is something that we want to do down the line. So anyway, now let's log in to the website to see how this works. Anyway, also this part of the website, this page was built by Nishu Sharma, so she'll explain about the about how this works and all. Anyway, so these routes define what happens when we do certain actions on our pages. After entering the password and after clicking on submit, we are then taken to this page, and this page was designed by Mahesh. So he will explain how this works and all. So we have different cards for different companies for which we are eligible to appear. Now when I click on a company, I'm taken to this page. So I did this page, and I will now say how this works. So on clicking this image here, then we are taken back to the previous page again. So that's the function of this, and the code for this is actually in, let's go to templates, and it's in the company page. Now if we open this with some text, so this is the page, and here we can see the navigation bar. This is the code for the navigation bar here, this navigation bar here, and this contains the this is the container for the sidebar and all. Now these subjects are the subjects that are required for NVIDIA, and this list is drawn from the database. Now let's see how that works. Now when we clicked previously on NVIDIA on the previous landing page, let me show you. Landing page has some titles that we create here. When we click on a particular title, it renders that this URL is so we are basically clicking on this URL, so we are taken to the render company method in the main.py file. The render company, it stores the name of the company, and then it queries the database and finds the list of all the subjects that are required for that company, and it renders the company.html file with that information, the name of the company, the name of the user, and the list of the subjects that are required for that company. So that's what happens here. So it basically gets the details and fills the details in the container here. So these are the subjects that are required for NVIDIA and all, and we have other links that lead to different things. When we click on Prepper Academy, we are again brought back to the previous page, and this is the name of the company that we clicked, and here we can add other links that we feel are proper for NVIDIA, that we feel are necessary, or help the students in preparing for NVIDIA. And we can, when we click on this, we get a drop down for signing out of this. Anyway, so this is how the links are displayed. So this is the link that takes to Geeks for Geeks, the Java section of the Geeks for Geeks, and this is like this is a brief description of what that is, and these are tags that help us that help students know which other companies that this link is useful for. And this is basically a mechanism to upvote and downvote based on so that the new students or users can know which link is useful, and then we can sort all the links based on the number of upvotes. However, this is a feature that hasn't been implemented. This is something that we want to add to in the future. And now when we click on add link button here, we are taken to this web page where we have the URL, tags, and company fields that we can fill, and then when we click on submit query, those fields will be taken to the database and submitted. So let's see how this works. So basically you check for any URL that you think is important, and then you add the tags like C, Java, whatever that the URL is pointing to, and then you add the company name, and when you click submit query, it submits it. So this is how this page works, and this is something again that I did. So this is the code for the submit page. So it queries the database and does all that stuff, and then so these are the two pages that I worked on, and there are still, the website is not complete. There are still a lot of missing features, and we plan to get add those features later. Or anyway, this is the current state of the website, and that's it. Thank you.